Hey guys, Batman Ultra 7 back at it again. I've been gone for months again, always months. With another, and I'm back with another interview video. I've only done two, so I'm officially making this a series, just so I
Oh,
can
you did one with what's
do
his name,
as
Steve
little as
Orlando. I forgot you
possible.
did that one.
Yeah, I did Steve Orlando. I did Marvel DC fan, and now I've got Alterbrap 04
The
Gaming.
I don't use the O4 gaming anymore, right? That's like calling
Um,
me the N word if you bring up the O4 gaming.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep calling you
Can you hear my
Alterbrap
family in the
04
background,
Gaming.
by the way? I don't want you to be able to
I can't
hear.
hear. I can't hear
We're
your
babysitting
family.
my niece. Cool. I don't want you to hear Coco Melon playing.
Okay, so
They
please
overtook
introduce.
PewDiePie's
Please,
subscriber count, by the way. That pisses me off.
please
Anyways,
introduce
continue.
yourself to the people who aren't subscribed to you.
All right. Well, I mean, I make your fan base now, because whatever. Um, oh, it's
Don't make
good.
me
I'm
kick
Alton
you
Brap. I
off.
am a episode canceled. Nah. What's good? My name is Alterbrap. I'm a geeky YouTuber, I guess. I like to, dabble in the comic books, TV shows, video games, stuff like that. And I'm also, an up and coming artist. I don't want to just say rapper because that's corny, but yeah, I'm a rapper. I spit bars and I read
An
Batman
artist
comics.
is not corny.
That's what my Twitter. That's what I used to call. That used to be my Twitter bio was reading. I read Batman comics and I rap.
Are you gonna make that
Which
into a
is,
rap
yeah,
song?
that's me.
I read Batman and I rap.
I reference Batman a lot on my new album, by the way.
Well, you did that whole Killing Joke album or whatever with.
That is the new album. It hasn't
Okay.
dropped yet.
Oh, there for clarification.
I'm working so hard to make this the best piece of music in history, and it's failing badly. But it's coming out. It will.
We've
I'm
spent a
pretty
lot
proud
of
of the
time on
song
it,
that
so
me and Josh made. That song's doing
yeah,
really well on
that's
SoundCloud right
that's
now.
the one I specifically remembered. So, first
Yeah,
question:
that's like the main single from the song. All right, go ahead.
why do you
Questions.
like
Let's
rap?
go.
Like, why? Why? Why?
Hello. Hold on.
You should
Off my
stop
shelf.
crawling. Crawling to
Paralyze a 1-year-old.
Hey, you're just a little bit
All
worse
right.
than the Joker.
Yeah, just a little bit. Hey, it goes with the album.
Just a little bit.
Just
Yeah.
cut that out. Just cut that out of the interview.
Killing Joke. Yeah, I just said when you left. Pause for as we hear a message from our sponsors. I don't have any sponsors because I have 70 subscribers.
Loser, I can't imagine not having 533.
You suck.
Only like 60 of them are active.
I have more Twitter followers than you have subscribers.
I don't even have a Twitter right now.
Exactly.
Like, all right. Fucking goddamn it. Cut that out of the video too. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off.
I already asked the question. You have to answer it.
All right.
Why do you like rap? Why?
Why do I like rap? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well. God damn it, Mike. Re-ask the question again. Let me see if I can find a better place for this, because my thing keeps falling.
Why do you like rap?
I didn't say now. I'll tell you when. My pop socket is like failing me.
Then you shouldn't have the pop socket.
All right, I think we're good.
Okay. Go. Why do you like rap?
Why do I like rap? Now, see, that's a great question. I really think it's because the music that a lot of hip hop artists make really does resonate with me. I heard something. That's why it threw me off. Yeah, a lot of music that most hip hop artists make, it really resonates with me because with hip hop more than any other genre, people can say whatever they want, really. And it doesn't matter what ethnicity, like hip hop's not just a music genre. It is, most people agree with it. It's a culture almost. It is it is something where a group of people can, come together and they can make a song about whatever. Most of the mainstream hip hop you hear may be about like, cars, money, women, drugs, whatever. But a lot of the hip hop I listen to and that has inspired me has been people who cleverly are able to piece together words where they can rhyme, people who do experimental things with the instrumentals or their vocals. And I'm also a big fan of just people who are different in the genre. It definitely it's I'm going off topic pretty much. Why I like hip hop is pretty much just because it is one of the only genres I feel, at least, where people can express themselves however they want without restrictions, and that even comes from like major record labels. Like they can't restrict how hip hop artists, what they do, pretty much.
Interesting perspective.
It's sort of like how punk rock was in the 90s. That's how hip hop is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically freedom.
Yeah. Which hip hop has been like big since the 90s. I think even the 80s. So
true. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Since 2016. That's how long. Well, no, okay, I'll take that back. Since 2014, with my old account I made when I was 10 years old.
When you were 10 years old?
Oh, no, not when I was 10. When I was 7. Jesus. Never mind.
I made sure that's the current channel.
I made it when I was 10.
Trove. I'm sure that's a treasure trove, Alter.
Bro, I used to do animations, bro.
Animations?
Can you believe that? I used to try to be an animator. Then I tried to be a Let's Player.
Wow.
And then I did like the critic thing for a while. I tried doing gaming journalism. That didn't work out too well. And now I'm a rapper, so I'm just
gaming journalism.
Yeah. A lot of people were like encouraging me to do it, so I was reporting on. Remember the Arkham 2019 rumors and stuff? That's what I was reporting on. I was a big Marvel fan, and one of my first videos to ever get over 1,000 views was my Avengers Project leaked footage reaction video.
So basically, you're
which
trying
is still
to do
up, by the way. I might take it down, but
Marvel DC fan does.
Nah, I did it before him. All right, I was the OG.
You made Marvel DC.
I was the first one to do a video with him, by the way, too.
You really?
Yeah, actually, all my friends were like, "Oh, there's this dude named Marvel. We're gonna do a video with him," and then none of them had the balls to ask him. So I was like, "Yo, Marvel, you want to do a video?" And he's like, "I have no clue who you are, but sure."
And dude keeps making too many channels.
Doesn't he have like 3? He has like the archive channel that he now.
I feel like he has like 4 or 5 at this point.
Oh, he has a live stream channel, so that's 4, and then he has his review channel.
Yeah. And then there's the speaking nerd.
Like 5, Jesus.
I told you, it's 5.
I tried running 2 YouTube channels one time, and that was a nightmare.
Well, it's better if you have just one channel, because then you have all your subscribers on one channel.
Yeah, that's eventually why I went back to one channel, because I wanted the music and the videos to be separate.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't really work out too well for like view-wise for the music.
Like when you're a smaller channel, compared to the rest of YouTube, it's hard to get a lot of subscribers. So yeah, you gotta keep it to one channel.
You especially know that, don't you? No, I'm playing.
Yes, I do. Only 70 subscribers. Even though I have like 500 followers.
You got that Twitter clout though, bro.
I have like 500 followers on Twitter, but like 500 of them won't subscribe to me.
Listen, bro, being famous on Twitter is like being the cool kid at a mental facility.
True. It's more like being popular with politicians. Which means nothing.
Oh boy. Yeah, pretty much.
It means absolutely nothing.
Unless you're the president of the United States or something like that.
Yeah, also. I mean, who cares about that guy? Who cares about any of the presidents?
Joe Biden, never heard of him. No clout. He got no clout.
No clout. He doesn't.
How many followers does Joe Biden have on Twitter?
I wonder.
I'll take this. How many followers does Joe Biden have on his SoundCloud, huh? Huh? I got more followers than Joe Biden on SoundCloud.
Okay, I'm gonna
Back
check
to the
right
interview.
now. Joe Biden has 31.5 million.
Yeah, that's a small number.
It is a small number, yeah.
No, compared to some of the celebrities that I follow, and some of them actually followed me back. Like I know people with like 100 million followers.
I mean, I feel like there were like with the with the last president, there was probably a lot of hate followers.
Yeah, I mean I'm not a political person, so I'm
Yeah,
not gonna try to
I'm
dive into
not political
politics.
either because I don't want to talk about it. And
No, bro. Okay, something that I do.
honestly, I don't go towards either side super strongly.
Neither do I. I will tell you this
I'm
one thing
somewhere in the
though.
middle.
One thing that I do dislike about hip hop is how politically charged some of the music can get.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know who Tom McDonald is. I despise that man's music, and he's the most alt-right conservative man ever. And it's to the point where it's racist. And hip hop is a majority black, minority
Yeah.
filled genre, so it's like, what's the point?
Yeah. What's the point? I mean, a lot of stuff. I mean, it's kind of gotten to a point in our culture where we can't like talk to people anymore.
Yeah. Oh, K-Wing Let's Plays on YouTube. He made a really good point in one of his I think Slickmoff interviewed him. He made a really good point where there's people in the comic book industry who are completely blackballed just because they voted for a certain person.
Yeah.
And I think that's just like, you don't have to be political to like even agree with this. I think that's messed up. You shouldn't judge somebody by who they vote for. Now, if there's someone who like stands by like some like alt-right conservative views, I can understand why you might not want to support that person.
Like you can
But like
just not like you can just not support that person. You don't have to,
yeah,
like
that's
kick
the
them
problem
out,
with cancel
whatever.
culture in general, though. I feel like
I believe
I
that
should know. I
if
got canceled on Twitter.
like if the person's not doing something that's harming anybody,
Yeah,
it's no problem with it.
yeah. I mean, I should know. I'm a victim of cancel culture. I called private accounts pussies and ended up getting 32 quote tweets, all sending like death threats to me.
32. Wow. I'm surprised you didn't get
Yeah.
more alter.
Hey, I got TikTok clout from that video though, so I'm not mad.
He got the
That's
clout.
how I fought back. Yes, sir.
What got you into making YouTube videos?
Honestly, I did the animations thing just so I can impress my friends when I started out. But I really want to do the Let's Plays because I really liked watching like Jacksepticeye and stuff, and PewDiePie
Yeah.
back in the day when I was a kid. So I remember my first Let's Play was an Arkham Origins Let's Play because no one was doing the Arkham games besides like K-Wing. So I did like my version, but it sucked because I had a blue tablet and it did not have a back camera, so I had to face it to where the front camera
Oh my
pointed at my
gosh.
TV. I put it up on a bookshelf and I made like a stand out of it with Legos. And I put it on top of this bookshelf and it aimed right at the TV and I cropped the video and compressed it
Oh my
to
gosh.
where it was just the TV. It was terrible, but I had
That
the
sounds
spirit.
so
And
bad.
I later went on to do
much better things.
Yeah, and I wanted up doing like the reviews and the video essays mainly just because I like talking about this stuff with people. And, like, I'm not someone who has that many friends to talk about this stuff with. So that's why I mainly use YouTube as my platform to express my thoughts on these things. And with hip hop, it was a thing where I heard artists and I just like,
more.
Yeah. But point is, like, and with music, though, it was, I would hear how I just started doing it mainly just because, why did I? It was mainly a thing
I don't know.
I'm asking you, why did I do this? No. I'm trying to think of how to word it. It was one of those things where I just, I hear how people are and it resonates with me. And so I want to tell my story and my outlet for that was music.
Yeah, I mean that's why I do different types of art, like writing, film, all of
Yeah.
that. That's why I do YouTube too, because it's a good
You
outlet.
announced that Batman fan film yet?
I've not. I've made hints at it on Twitter. Like my
I'll
pinned
help it.
tweet,
I'll help with it, bro. No cap. I would love to do a Batman fan film.
like my pinned tweet right now is what if I made a Batman movie?
Well, my pinned tweet right now is this user no longer exists.
The ultimate pin tweet.
Yeah. I
Uh,
mean that means I went through damage. No.
damaged. Jared Leto
Yeah.
joke
I
right
might
there.
reactivate though. I probably will.
Yeah. So you can.
The only reason I wanted
so
to
you can.
restart though is because I never thought any of my followers were ever genuine, besides a few. But like
Yeah. Besides a few.
a lot of my followers on Twitter never really ever interacted with me, and I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I ever considered restarting was so I could, because I always used that Twitter account to promote myself. I never tried to be part of like the hip hop Twitter community or the comic book Twitter community, and I
I'd
feel like
say
if I had
like
restarted and
half.
gained a new follower base, I could do that.
I'd say like half of the people that follow me talk to me, and then the other half just
Yeah.
follow me. I don't know why, but they follow me. And actually, looking at it now, I have 600 followers. So I have 600 people
Quit
that
flexing.
won't subscribe to me. What was your favorite video to make and why?
Ooh, you asking them deep questions now, huh?
The deep
Rhetorical
questions.
questions. Well, I guess not rhetorical, but ask me a rhetorical question next. No, why not? Think of one right now and then ask it at the end. Make it end on some inspiring stuff. No, my
Are you
favorite video to
deactivated?
make. Am I on Twitter right now? Yeah. I'm trying to think. Man, I did a lot of great videos. There was the Avengers video. That was a lot of fun to make. The Avengers game review. You
Yeah,
were
I
on
was in
that.
that.
And I messed up editing your audio, and I'm so pissed off I
Yes,
did
you
that. But
did.
besides
You
that,
did.
that video. Because it only came out on one ear. And this is why I now edit videos with headphones on, because I didn't edit that video with headphones on. And it sounded fine to me. But then I uploaded the video, and I was wearing headphones when I was re-listening to it, and I was like, oh my God. So... So but that video was really fun to make. I was glad to be able to talk to a lot of YouTubers. A lot of them I used to be friends with, and then I lost contact with them, and then I gained contact with them again because of that video. And that's why and the editing on that video, besides your part, I think actually turned out pretty well.
Yeah, I mean everything in that video was good except for my audio. But to be fair, my audio was just me talking about how much I hate the Avengers game.
Yeah, well, I mean that was everybody's except for I was trying really hard to do positive stuff because everyone was saying a lot of negative stuff. And my friend Potters, actually, who was on that video, he gave the best audio. He had the longest one. That was like a whole 8 minutes of audio.
Yeah, he was and really
he
good.
Yeah, he gave like a really good. That video actually inspired him to go on to make video essays and stuff. So I'm proud to say.
Oh, really?
I made his YouTube career. No, I'm playing. Yeah. I'm trying to think another. I'm trying to think of another video because that's not like my end episode or my end video. That's probably one I would choose though. Yeah. Besides that, I'm just proud of the channel as a whole. Yeah, but I guess that is my end all thing because I can't really think of any that are like pinpoint. Like, yeah, I'm proud of that.
All right. What was your least favorite video to make, and why?
You see, to make, I can't answer that. But looking back at videos that I've made and like thinking about, oh, this one is terrible. Why did I do this? Honestly, I made a bunch of cringe stuff as a kid. I've discussed it here and I've discussed it in the past before. But out of everything that I dislike, it might be my DC Universe Online review.
Oh,
And
I
that video is
remember
sitting at
that one.
72K views. That's what people know me for, bro. I get people hitting me up like, "Oh, I know you from your DC video," and I'm like, "Well, I
Why?
hope not," because I look back and I was so unprofessional with that because that was back when I used to not get any views and I wasn't expecting anyone to see that. I only did that because me and my friend were playing a lot of that game at the time. It was like an overly biased, positive review of a terrible game, and it was edited sloppily. I uploaded it in like 360p,
That's a no
and it
go.
wasn't even
It's a
my
no
game.
go.
I didn't even use my own gameplay. I used someone else's gameplay. I got their permission though, so don't be pissed at me. But it was I had fun making the video, and I'm glad that I got a video over like 72K views. I mean, that's nothing to not that's like
It's nothing to
that's an
complain
accomplishment.
about
Yeah,
because
but like
I
I
haven't
just wish
gotten
it
a
was.
video. I haven't gotten a video past like 100 views.
Yeah, but yeah, I wish it was a different. I wish I made that video better, and I almost want to revisit that game and do like a updated review and see
Yeah.
if because the DC Universe Online community actually is very like active, surprisingly, and that's why that video probably got so many views. But I genuinely think that video would be better if I made it now.
Yeah.
And I would.
I mean,
If I knew that was such an active community, I probably would have worked harder
I
on
think
that
it's good.
video.
I
And
think it's
I
good
don't
to
know. I'm not
know.
proud of how it turned out.
I think it's good to know that you've improved. Like the DC Universe
Yeah.
video is kind of a benchmark to show how much better you are.
Yeah, and see, I'm getting rid of a lot of my old videos that I think are like bad and cringe or whatever. I'm like privating a lot of those, but I'm keeping that one up not only because one, it's got a lot of views, but number
Yeah.
two, I think it is just a benchmark of
Mm-hmm.
my YouTube career of, like to
It
show
it
off,
shows
like
your
if I do a video
progress.
now, it's like, here's what I used to do. See how terrible that was? And now look at here,
If you
and there's my improvement.
if you won't have me at my worst, you can't have me at my Avengers video.
Yeah, bro, people got pissed at me in that comment section too, by the way. There were DC Universe fans who were like, bro, this review is terrible. And I'm like, I'm 13. What do you want from me? I'm not High Tops Films, dog. And but I got some friends that were in that comment section defending me. So shout out to my boy Adrian. He defended me. Potters, he defended me a lot on that same video. I think you commented on it, I'm pretty sure.
I think I
Too.
did. I
I don't
think
think
I
you like
did.
defended me in an argument, but you did comment on it.
I probably said, "Nice video."
Now, you probably did say something like, you were overly positive. Now you hate me. Fuck you. No,
I just got to know you.
yeah. Got to know you're a dickhead. No.
What are your
I mean, I am, but it's funny.
What are your other passions, Alter?
Man, my other passions. Elaborate, please.
What are your other passions? Like, what's the other stuff you do?
Like hobbies and stuff. Like,
kind of, yeah, hobbies, just like kind of stuff you enjoy doing.
there's like the collecting thing I've talked about. Like media collecting a lot in the past. Yeah. That's a main thing I do a lot. Is I collect DVDs, video games, CDs. Getting really big into vinyl right now.
You and me both.
And yeah, so there's that. I'm getting into retro video games and vinyl records right now. Do
you still have the Dick Tracy vinyl?
I do. The laser disc, dog.
It's beautiful.
Got the player chilling back here so I can watch it. I've never watched it, but I own it.
What's your dream job?
I have the movie on VHS, and I watch the VHS more because it's more convenient. I'm not gonna flip a laser disc. That's just stupid. It's a dumb piece of technology that I'm proud to own and never use. But yeah, I just really like physical media. It's something I grew up with because I didn't have internet for a majority of my life. And so
Same for
collecting these
me.
things was something I was raised to do. And
Yeah, I mean, I
since
watched
it kind of became a habit, and then now I've like appreciated, like, it's kind of like an art form almost, to
yeah,
collect things such as like Batman Begins on the PS2 or the Ray Charles Greatest Hits on vinyl.
or this.
Just very specific things. Yeah. Oh, Batman Vengeance is such a great game. I love that game. Have that on the original Xbox.
I mean, it's basically Arkham.
Well, so is Batman Begins, if you really think about it. Like, this game has a lot in common with Arkham.
Mm-hmm. Has a lot of sneak takedowns, and I mean, generally the game mechanics. Or
no, the reason I got this game though was because my brother had an Xbox 360, and me and him played Arkham Asylum together a lot. And he went on to college, and I was stuck with his hand-me-down PS2, and so I got some spare like chore money, and I went to because that's back when GameStop still sold PS2 games. I went to GameStop.
Yeah, I remember.
And I wanted like an equivalent to Arkham Origin, or not Arkham Origin, Arkham Asylum, and I just saw this game for really cheap, which now this game's like $25, so I'm glad I got it for like $5.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw this game for really cheap, and I was like, sure, we'll try it out, see what's up, and that was actually a good choice for
and you fell in love at first sight
on the PS2. I really did. That game is addictive. It really is. Like the fear, like that had the fear takedowns and stuff before Arkham Knight did.
Also, it also had
and the sequel to this game. They took they were making a Dark Knight game, the same team that made this, and that Dark Knight game ended up getting canceled. And some of the assets for that game were reused for Asylum. So.
Also, didn't they make a mobile Dark Knight Rises game?
They did. My friend used to play that a lot when we were in school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, the next question is, what's your dream job? What's your dream job?
Honestly, blowing up and becoming a famous musician might actually be my dream job. I have no interest for college. I have no interest for
you and me
really
both.
Anything else. If anything, I would want to make it as a musician. And if I don't make it as a musician, I at least want to be a full-time YouTuber. At the very least. I want a way to express myself via content.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly my dream job, to, be a full-time filmmaker.
Yeah.
Or a full-time writer. But I think
I'd love to eventually go on to make like films and stuff, but music is currently what I like to express myself with.
You got to collaborate with my films.
Or you could just direct a music video.
People
underestimate music video directors, though.
Well, David Fincher was a music video director, and I think Michael Bay was
Zack Snyder.
too.
Zack Snyder did a bunch of punk rock music videos before he ever got his first movie.
A lot.
And what's crazy though? A lot of music video directors are like incredible at like cinematography and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cole Bennett he does a lot of hip hop music videos that he's currently famous for doing.
Are designed to look good.
I know, which is why I never really understood why people were like, "Oh, Suicide Squad just looks like one big music video." Like, yeah, cool. That would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be cool. If you made one big music video into a film, that would be the dopest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kanye West did that with one of his album, My Dark, Beautiful, Twisted Fantasy. For that album, he did a short film where he took every song from that album and he put it all together into one big short film. And that was a really good short film. So people really underestimate the music video creators because, it's an art form. It really is.
The next question is, what advice would you give to someone who wants to make YouTube videos or make music?
There's different advice that goes to both of those. And I'm not like a professional at anything. I have done a lot of research, and that's one thing I would give to both of people who's going into music and YouTube. Do your research. Don't go into it blind. do your research on the industry, do your research on how to make things, on what programs, software, hardware to use, and you got to have a vision. That's the important thing for both of them too. You have to have a vision of what you want to happen. If you go in blind and you're just like, oh, I just make videos for fun. Even if you do make videos for fun, if without a vision, you're going nowhere. There has to be an end goal.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean,
the importance.
That's true of any
really.
art or like entertainment. You
Yeah.
need a clear vision.
There's like specific advice I could give for especially music, because videos, it's just like your standard stuff. Like, oh, you need a good camera, good audio, whatever. What I'm saying is for
you
videos, right, I'm using a phone to do an interview. All right, shut up. I was told on the spot, you want to do an interview today? Oh, sure. But like for YouTube videos, my advice to people would be probably, I gotta really think on that. I would say, like your standard stuff, like I said earlier, get a good camera, audio, especially. Camera doesn't have to be for YouTube, right? If you do like video essays, all you really need is good audio. But a good camera, good audio. I would recommend a good editing software, but really you could just make the most of what you got. That's
you can always use Windows Movie.
And honestly, you don't really need anything too good. If you have a tolerable setup, just make the most.
Honestly, if you have something if you have something to say that you think people want to hear, or you just
what you say is more important than how you say it.
Or just want to, or you just want to put something out there, do it, because I believe anyone could be a YouTuber if you have the right personality.
With videos, it's different for music. It's like the opposite for music, but for videos, what you say matters more than how you say it. So if you got like a poor mic and a semi-decent phone camera, but you have like a really good idea for a video, just do the idea and see how it turns out. A lot of people are afraid to mess up, and they're afraid of trial and error. And I feel like that's what makes most good. That's what makes most good YouTubers is trial and error. I feel like people need to.
Well, because
I feel like they need to understand that mistakes are good for their career.
You don't grow if you don't make mistakes.
Yeah, but for music, I would say same thing. Like, do your research. Don't expect, because this is a very oversaturated market nowadays. Music is. So never ever expect fame. I guess I also could go for videos. Never ever expect success. You can have a vision and a goal for success, but never expect it. And never if you say you can't make music that good now, don't give up. People improve over time. Like if you listen to my music from 2019, it's terrible. But if you listen to what I'm making right now, I think, in my opinion,
it's a banger.
That it's
a banger.
Yeah. New song with me and Josh, that goes hard. I'm not even lying. Bro killed the guitars on that, I swear. My flow over that guitar, bro.
Josh is a legend.
Yeah, for real. He's taking a break from social media, so
yeah, he is.
I hope he's doing fine.
Honestly, I should probably do it, but I live for the pain.
I did it once a while back. I took a break from Twitter and Instagram for a month.
The only reason I'm on social media is so I can keep in contact with some people who I just can't talk to otherwise.
I'm on social media mainly just to promote stuff. That's
that's like a secondary because I haven't been making videos that frequently.
Well, that's my primary thing. I'm trying to build because that's another thing I guess I'll give advice to video creators and music creators. Try to build an audience. Just try your hardest to build a decent, steady audience.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying
to do. There's a
years.
lot of things I could say. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could say, as like advice, but really just do what you want. That's the main advice. Just do what you want. Use the most of what you have because it doesn't really matter. I know I said it probably would be good if you got like a good audio and good camera, but really just make the most of what you have and do your research and don't expect success. That's my final answer.
Okay. What got you into making music?
Man, this is gonna sound stupid, but I made a hentai song.
What?
Back in 2019, it was an April Fool's joke. 2019, me and a friend wrote it, and it did really, really good views wise. And so I was like, "Yo, that was fun to make." And so I started making more music just as like kind of like a joke, like haha, funny YouTube rapper. And I sort of, started doing my research on how to make music, and I realized it was a lot easier of a process than I thought it was. Because you don't need, these big studios to make a decent rap song. If anything, nowadays proves that with all the success independent artists are getting.
I mean,
some I'm even friends with. Like I used to speak to this dude named Luke Gone all the time, and that dude now has like a record deal and everything.
I mean,
so shout out to Luke Gone.
That's true across the board. Because independent artists in like every art has been like rising by the year,
which is a good thing because I feel like artists are entitled to what they are owed, like when it comes to monetary value and
because like the internet and YouTube has definitely changed that.
Yeah, there's a lot like independent stuff is better than mainstream stuff, if I'm being honest,
because like something with one vision,
because there's no restrictions, and they also like they don't have to worry about like being monetized and stuff like that. And honestly, go ahead.
It's like Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, that was one of the examples I was going to give.
That's a great movie. It's not a great movie, Justice League, because it wasn't his vision. It wasn't one vision. It wasn't, the independent artist vision. It was
and same thing. I can say the same thing for posthumous albums for artists that die. Movie. If you ever see how like if an artist is famous and they pass away and then their label takes control of like what music they've recorded, it's always not their vision and it's always whatever the label wants to push.
Yeah.
And some of my favorite artists ever, they're a victim to that. And it's as a fan, it's heartbreaking. But I can't imagine what the artists themselves would think about what they're doing with their art. So I'm glad to see that independency is a rising thing. We got A24 killing it.
And
a lot of good independent artists on YouTube when it comes to music. They're doing great things like on the charts. There's let me think. There's independent animators are doing really well on YouTube right now. And then independent filmmakers are starting to become a more like even like Netflix and stuff are like starting to like accept like independent filmmakers. That's how we got things like Army of the Dead with Zack Snyder and stuff like that, which is a great film.
And even like Squid Game and stuff like that. And we even have like independent fan films like Spider-Man Lotus.
Yeah. And just pretty much just I'm glad to see that, independent people's visions are finally being realized, which is something that 10 years ago would never go by.
I mean, like independent art as a whole has changed a lot in the past 10 or 20 years. And
like if you said that like even like 5 years ago, bro, if you said like even 5 years ago, hey, I want to be a musician without a record label, no one would believe in you. Swear to God,
no one would believe you.
There would be no way that an artist could make it without a record label, or a filmmaker could make it without some big studio, or an animator could make it without some big studio.
If someone showed me like Spider-Man Lotus like 10 years ago, I'd be like, "What are you smoking?"
Yeah.
Like,
honestly,
how
if
is
I
that
was
possible?
told, because that's why I think my dream of being an artist, I feel like that's why it's more realized now than ever, is because I know I don't need a team for all this. I can just do it myself on my bed on that shelf over there where my mic is.
I
And
mean,
I could be a millionaire overnight, pretty much.
We live in a landscape.
We live in a society. No, I'm playing.
We live in a landscape of, you know, guerrilla art, so to speak. You know, like do-it-yourself art.
Honestly, the independent stuff where people just get to speak their mind, honestly, that's the best type of art. That's the art I've always supported.
I
like,
think
you
it's
know,
the
like all these
purest
YouTube,
form of
all
art.
these YouTube like artists that you see coming up on YouTube with like Spider-Man Lotus or like the independent animators and singers, rappers, all of them coming up. You know, I love seeing that. And also Adult Swim. Adult Swim is one of the TV networks that gives a lot of creative, independent freedom. That's one of the reasons why I grew up watching them and grew up like appreciating what they had, was because of, you know, how free they were for their, because, you know, right, in Adult Swim's not just a TV network, they're also like a record label and all that. So yeah, that was a big tangent I just went on, but I love independent art so much, and it's such an important thing for my life and pretty much anything.
I mean, that's what I want to do a lot with this interview series. Talk to a lot of independent artists and just people in general, and talk about, you know, what they love to do.
Man, I should become a motivational speaker. No, I'm playing. Do it yourself. Do it. Just do it. I'll be Shia LaBeouf.
You're gonna be Shia LaBeouf. Shia
LaBeouf. Alterbrap.
What's been the hardest thing about making YouTube videos?
Honestly, scheduling is one thing.
Yeah,
and another hard thing, I think.
When are we getting that interview?
Me at my age, you know, we have school. Yeah. Scheduling is the main thing, and then there's also school. That always gets in the way of things. Yeah. And there's also just, you know, there's, of course, you know, like all the complications every YouTuber has, where they can't find enough details for the script, the video isn't long enough, the editing process is, you know, bad, and God forbid a file get corrupt, or a computer breaks, or a mic doesn't work, or a headset doesn't work, anything like that. I know my whole album got delayed because my microphone didn't work, and thank God we got it fixed. But yeah, it was that wasn't a fun time at all. When I got there, I finally had time to record, and I sit down, and the microphone didn't work, and I wanted to blow my brains out. And then like a week later, I found out the problem. It wasn't plugged in all the way, and I felt like a dumbass. But
it's okay. You always feel like that.
We got it fixed though, and I ended up finishing the album, so I'm not, you know, too pressed about it.
You did it.
I finished the recording aspect of it. I got to do like the mixing, mastering. I still got some features and some samples I need to get cleared.
Killing Joke releasing 2024.
Honestly, I could see it dropping February at the most.
I mean that's a good time.
Yeah, I don't really know of many
have Killing Joke during the month of love.
Yo, that'd go hard as hell. What the hell? That's awesome. No, that would be sick.
Gonna be the Valentine's Day mix.
I could rename it to Mad Love if I wanted to, and then it would actually go together. What month did Killing Joke come out on? Well, didn't it come out in like March? Like the graphic novel itself, didn't it drop in March?
It might have been March, yeah.
Yeah, so I might drop it in March just to celebrate the graphic novel, because it is my favorite. That's the reason I named this album. This is like my debut. Here's my Alterbrap album. I wanted to name it after my favorite graphic novel because The Killing Joke means so much to me personally.
It's a great story.
And so, you know, that's why I chose that specifically as what I wanted to theme my album around.
This next question is very similar. What's the hardest thing about making rap?
Honestly, my style of rap is a lot different than a lot of other people's. So the hardest thing about mine might be writing, actually, because I try to, you know, piece it together where there's one song I made. I'm so proud of it. There's a verse on the song. Every sentence rhymes.
My final question.
I can rhyme orange if you want me to.
What?
I can rhyme orange. That's the thing I can say I'm proud of, so I can rhyme the word orange.
Okay. Thank you for that piece of
Because
information.
see, if you rhyme orange, all right, I'm just saying, you can't rhyme it if you just use it as one syllable, orange. But if you can say it as two syllables, orange, you can rhyme it with a lot of things, like 4-inch door hinge that's orange. Boom.
Are you gonna do?
I impressed my English teacher with that.
Are you gonna add that to your album? Orange.
I actually did rhyme orange on my album. I did it unintentionally, and then I remembered, oh, you can't rhyme orange, but I just did.
I have the last question here.
All right.
What are you working on right now?
The album's the main thing, to be honest, but there's a lot of video ideas that I have coming up. I want to do a lot more video essays on hip hop artists.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something that I would be really good at.
And is that?
I see a lot of them personally from my favorite artists.
Oh yeah,
and I feel like I could do
the Bruce
my
Timm
own take
video.
on them. Yeah, so we are working on. You want to get to work on that today, by the way? Like, do you have time to record your part of that?
I can do it tomorrow.
All right. I just need your audio, and then I'll be set. I sent you the scripts, so.
Okay. So is that all you're working on?
Yeah. I mean, there's this one video essay that's like a passion project of mine, and that's how comic books have influenced hip hop.
Interesting.
Because it's a very big. There's a wide variety of artists who are inspired by hip hop. One of my favorite artists of all time is MF Doom, and he based his whole premise pretty much like he raps as a fictional character that's inspired by the Fantastic Four.
Is he named after Dr. Doom?
Yes, he actually is. And he also raps under different alter egos, and one of them is Victor Vaughn.
I love that.
And then he has a Godzilla themed album called King Ghidorah. Dude's crazy. He's a great rapper too.
What's it Eminem in like?
And then
Eminem comic?
Fun fact: Eminem was in the Punisher comic, but growing up before Eminem was a rapper, he wanted to be a Marvel Comics artist, and you can find like sketches of his online and stuff.
Then why isn't he doing that? He could make Marvel Comics right now. He
made a cameo in a recent issue of X-Men.
Nice.
So shout out to Eminem. He's like 48.
Just
49 actually.
Just for the quota of annoying you, Eminem's the white guy, right? Or the white rapper.
The hell is this? No, I mean, yeah, he is. He's white. He is a Caucasian male from the city of Michigan or Detroit, Michigan. I almost said Michigan, Detroit.
Michigan, Detroit.
City of Michigan. No.
So that's it. That's the interview.
Yeah, that's the interview.
It had some ups and downs. It had your niece being a menace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Several times.
Yeah, we'll cut that out though.
Yeah.
Any final things you want to ask me?
You gave me a lot of editing. You gave me a lot of
Well, also gave
stuff
you
I have to edit.
Knowledge on life. So.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's anything else I want to ask you.
All right.
That's it. Anything you want to say to the 70 people that watch my videos?
All right, to the 70 people who are watching this video, if you have not already, please, follow my Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out what music I have available, and stay tuned for more. And also stay tuned for, the Bruce Timm video. It should be coming pretty soon. Script is finished.
It's coming soon.
Just need this man to record his audio. Yeah. Well, there's two parts of the video we need to do together, and one of them is I want to do it over a Discord call, but I think it would also work probably better on Zoom.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So I just want to see your reaction to a few things that Bruce Timm has done, and that's it.
I'm sure it's gonna be interesting. So that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
See you next time. Same bat time.
Same bat channel.
Same bat channel. Good night.
iPad setup.
Another thing very
Hold
similar to the Arkham games is just 1 second. One second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Again, my niece is crawling. They put her in a walker and she literally walked to my door.
Can she
Yeah,
walk
she's
out of the
adorable,
house?
but she interrupts interviews.
Can she walk out of the house?
No, I don't. She can't walk. It's like a walker thing they give babies to like teach them how to walk.
Yeah, I'm saying she should walk out of the house.
Yeah, she probably should walk down the stairs, fall down, and please. No, I'm playing. Now my dog's about to.
Okay.
All right, cut all this. Make sure you. She literally, my niece locked herself in the bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they couldn't get her out there because they kept trying to open the door to get her, and she shut it back.
Dude,
It's
your
a
niece is a
1-year-old, by the way.
menace. Your niece is a menace.
Swear to God, savage.
You got
Anyways,
Dennis,
cut that part out of the
Dennis the
interview.
Menace over here.
Dennis the Menace and Avery, supporter of slavery. No, I'm playing. Bars.
Gosh.
It comes naturally whenever you're a hip hop artist to rhyme things.
Okay.